Hi, how y'all doing? Welcome to Fireball and F-Bombs. How's everybody doing today? I know I missed Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I missed Sunday. My bad, because I worked all day, and on Sundays I'm 1:30 to 6:30. So by the time I get home, it's like time to start. So I just can't. If I'm working on Sundays, I can't have the podcast on Sundays because that's a little tough for me to, because if my relief comes in late, then I'm not going to make it home in time. So if I'm scheduled to work on a Sunday, I'm probably not going to be able to have the podcast on Sundays. But tonight is September horoscopes. We've all been waiting for. So any news, anything new? Nothing new on my end, just working and studying. Now today's Wednesday and I work Sunday. I will not be having the podcast on Sunday. And depending on, hi Spirit Stalker. Yes, I just got my hair cut yesterday. I cut it short again. But thank you. Now my final exams are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now, I don't think I will be having the podcast. Dadgummit, don't do that. This thing on Wednesday night either, because I won't have time to do anything for the podcast. Now, if I pass all my tests on Wednesday, I might just go ahead and schedule it and have like a wacky Wednesday or something, and we can just bullshit and laugh and do whatever. We won't have a certain topic on Wednesday. So we're going to see how everything goes. Because like I said, the exams are from 1:30 to 4:30, and it's a live model. I have to have a live model each day, and it's a Zoom call. So I have an instructor that's watching every move I make. So I have to pass the exams. So I am a little bit stressed. I'm a little bit nervous about that. I'm wanting to get that done, but it's going to be so much less stress off of me once I can get those done and passed. And then I can actually start working. Why does it keep jumping around to different shit? Well, less stress, and I can actually start putting myself out there and reaching out for new clients. So I have decided on a business name, which I'm going to go with Skin Tech LLC, and it's going to be Skin Tech, and so anyway, yeah, I'm going to make it an LLC. I'm going to get my business name. I've got to get business cards. I've got to get that. I've got to get insurance, all of that stuff that it's I'm going to have to, anyway, I'm going to try to start doing that. So, but yes, you guys, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, please keep me in your prayers and think positive thoughts for me to pass my exams. And of course, I will, let my people know at the end of the day how it went and all that. But I did talk to my instructor on the phone. Hey, Spirit Wolf, welcome in. How are you? So yeah, I'm nervous. I did talk to my instructor on the phone yesterday, and she called me again today, and she sounds really cool. And I did tell her that I was silly. I'm like, thank goodness, because I'm super silly. And she's like, me too. And that's what's good thing about this type of job is you can be as silly as you want and sit there and have fun with your customers. And I'm like, that's freaking awesome. So she already made me feel more comfortable. And yeah. So I'll keep everybody posted on that. So So, yeah, I'm a little bit stressed. I'm trying to get my little studies in every day a little bit, um, just to keep everything fresh in my mind. And yeah, so I can't wait till that's over. So then I don't have to stress about it. So anyway, how you doing, Spirit Wolf and Spirit Stalker? We got both the spirits tonight. How you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Well, welcome in everybody, and let's get started on these horoscopes, shall we? So we're going to start with Aries as usual. Let me get down here. Where in the heck is it? Here we go. And Aries is May 21st to April 19th. Welcome to one of the most action-packed months of the year, Aries. A fact that's sure to intrigue you. You'll be a seriously busy bee from September 2nd to the 18th, thanks to Messenger Mercury in your daily routine and health sectors, encouraging you to check off your to-do list and research new ways to bolster your vitality. At the same time, though, don't be surprised if you're feeling more drained than usual, given that the lunar eclipse is full. Stupid pop up. Where was I? The lunar eclipse and full moon on September 7th activate your spirituality sector. Inviting your dreams and imagination to take the lead might sound like a snooze fest, but it's a fast track to greater emotional balance. And talking through shared goals with a loved one, friend, or colleague could be especially productive during Mercury's time in your partnership zone from September 18th to October 6th, and the Sun's movement from September 22nd to October 22nd. Then you'll be fired up and capable of moving the ball forward on goals related to your sex life and shared financial goals with your ruler, go-getter Mars, is in your intimacy sector from September 22nd to November 4th. So it sounds like maybe from September 24th to the first week of November, you should be getting it on and have fun with that. At least somebody's getting some, right? Taurus is April 20th to May 20th. Virgo season tends to be one of the most buoyant times of year for you, Taurus, thanks to the Sun moving through your romance and self-expression zone until September 22nd. Mercury joins the party from September 2nd to the 18th, so sharing what's in your heart comes more naturally and benefits your emotional well-being. Around September 7th, the lunar eclipse and full moon activates your networking sector, so you could be moving beyond certain platonic bonds that aren't quite a fit anymore, or connecting with more like-minded people. I know, Spirit Wolf, right? Join forces with loved ones and you can accomplish quite a bit. Around September 21st, you'll feel the effects of the solar eclipse and new moon in your romance zone, as it could set the stage for stimulating creative undertakings and positive changes in your bonds. And if you've been wanting to make strides on an intention you've set with a business partner or significant other, you can take advantage of Mars' powerful trip through your partnership zone from September 22nd to November 4th. Sounds like everybody's going to be. My door just opened by itself. My door just opened by itself. I thought the dog was coming in, but the door just fucking opened by itself. The door hit the wall. The door opened. I'm freaking out. I thought Whiskey was pushing the door to come in, and then I looked, and as I saw the door, and there was nobody, there's nothing there. What would push that door? My fan is on in here, so it would have held the door closed. There's not sucking it in. That would have held the door closed. I almost want to pull out the voice box. Do I have it here? Who the fuck's in here? I need a drink. Who is here? The door just opened by itself. I'm okay. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna move on to Gemini. May 21st to June 20th. Come on in, listen to your horoscope. You can let me know who you are at any time you like. Y'all heard the door hit the wall. I don't think both spirits have seen the new cup. Well, I'm live though on my phone. Well, you're the only one in there, aren't you? Okay. Let me stand by. Should I do the ghost hunting app or should I do the necrophonic? Let's do the necrophonic first. All right. So, who just opened the door? Vince, are you here? Did it just say Vince? Vince, if this is you, say your name. Say your name. Say your name. Whiskey, get out. Out. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Vince, do you like the tree? Do you like the tree that I planted? Yes. He said yes. Vince, are you wanting me to turn the voice box on again with you? Vince, did you see the drawings that I gave Virginia? Did you like them? It's so hard to understand on here. Vince, what are you wanting to tell me? Are you wanting to talk or are you wanting to just visit? I heard him say, I'm here. Do you just want to hang out with me while I do this tonight? And I'll plan a whole night. I'll plan a podcast just to talk with you on the voice box. Okay, I'm going to turn this off, Vince. I'm going to turn the other one on, though. I'm going to see if maybe it can come through better on that one. Okay? I'm going to try this one. Okay, Vince, you can go through and find words. And you can put words that was me. You can put words on this one instead of me trying to guess what you're trying to say. You can use the energy. Is it? Is my voice muffled? I don't know why. Is that better? I have no idea. Oh, are you wanting to say something? Go ahead. Go ahead. No. This is the ghost hunting, ghost tube or spirits talker. No, I don't. I could download those though. I thought you were going to say something. Find the words, Vince. I can't believe my door opened by itself. Like the door was closed, and I'm sitting. The door opened up against the wall. I can't believe that. Come on and talk to me. There you go. Come on. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Where's my... Okay. I'm starting with Gemini. Claire.
Sir, you are still short on the $20.
Okay. Stupid ads. Okay. Okay. It ended my live. So anyway, I'm going to go to my app store here. Are those new? Ghost Tube and Spirit Talker. Spirit Talker. It's fucking $5, dude. Here's a Necro Talker. It's like it's the necrophonic. It's just called Necro Talker. And what's the other one? Ghost Tube. Ghost Tube. Is this the one? I'm thinking I had that before. He Did Spirit Wolf committed what? Oh, yeah, okay. Um, let's try it. I'm on GhostTube now. I got that, Missy. The other one's $5 though, so I'm gonna avoid that because I have real stuff. I just don't have it here with me. Here's also GhostTube SLS, but let's shit. I think, huh? Fuck! I forgot my password. Oh no, that's okay. Um. So yes, 5 weeks ago, decided to take his own life, and he was like family to me. He lives right down the street. Um, and he sent signs to me. So my friend Darlene came down, and he came through the voice box like crazy that night. Like we even wrote down everything he said. Like he was so talkative that night. And it's been a little while. Like I've been trying to, I planted a tree out back, and I drew the angel wings, and he liked my drawings. So I made his wood piece myself on there to put out there. And it was I'll show you since I'm not live. I'll show you the picture. This is the tree, and it has the solar lights, and it's a red maple, and it has the yellow ribbon on it. And then I put the thing that I made him, his in loving memory sign that I drew. I put that in there. Since that's out back in the backside of my property, where people that loved him can see it when they drive by, and they think of him. I've been trying to give him some time to cross over. And I was going to try to bring him up again on the voice box one night. But that just happened. My door was closed. When I went to use the nose spray real quick, and I came in, I shut the door, and I came and sat down, and I said, I made it. Door was closed. Something literally turned the doorknob and opened the door. And I'm sitting there thinking, did Whiskey like somehow push the door open? And I'm looking to see if Whiskey's there, and there's nothing there. And the door opened and went bam up against the wall. My mom is in her room with the door closed. There's no one else in my house. Topaz is in her kennel. What the fuck opened my door? So, and this is what it looks like at night with the solar lights. So people can see it at night if they drive by. And I drew a picture. I freehanded, and I gave it to Virginia, his wife. This is the picture I drew. something open my door. What the fuck opened my door? I could understand like if the fan wasn't on and there was a fan out there and the wind pushed the door open. Okay. But my fan is on in my room. So it would have held the door closed, if that makes sense. That opened with enough force to bounce against the wall. All right, so all right, let me go back this ghost tube thing. Fuck is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. It's uploading, I guess. See, try by holding a phone or magnet near your device and see the magnetometer react. Huh? I don't want to. Okay. The dictionary contains a list of commonly used names and words. Words are selected based on raw readings from your phone's environmental sensors. Okay. Use the voice recorder during your investigations and visualizer to detect sounds you didn't hear at the time of recording. The visualizer below is only an example of won't show accurate results until you grant the app permission to access your microphone. Okay. Sounds may be triggered by near metals, magnets, vibrations, or fluctuations in the Earth's magnetic field. Not all words are necessarily a result of paranormal or unknown cases. I'm going to do I want a normal voice or a creepy voice? I'm just going to go.
Ghost tube.
Ghost tube.
Do I want the normal? A welfare done on her sister, and so she went and found her sister passed. Oh, that sucks.
Ghost tube.
Ghost tube.
I'm going to go with normal.
Ghost tube.
I can understand that better. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. Why'd it close? Okay. Why is it closing? Okay. All right. It's listening. That's the door. Nope, wrong way. That's the door open. And it's open against it. That's the wall it hit on. So who's here? Vince, are you here? Volume up. No, wrong way. It's backwards. Okay. just says listening. Okay. Vince, if you're here, would you please find a word through here? This is a lot less to have to try to hear you. Oh, no. That's no, I don't need to. Oh, it's telling me I have to log in, create. Why does it need all this just to read shit? Okay. I don't want. Okay. We're just gonna come on. Okay. I did that. Okay. Done. I don't want to post anything. What the fuck? Go back to where do you read? Oh, here. Calibrating. Okay.
I'm not from here.
Where are you from? No, I haven't heard that one. Vince, are you just wanting to?
Idiotic.
I feel idiotic. I do. I really do. Did you open my door? Okay. So I'm just going to leave this over here, listening, and I'm going to continue with the horoscopes. We were about to start Gemini when the door opened. Now, Gemini is May 21st to June 20th. They need energy. I told them already that they could use the energy around them and whatever I have here. Okay. All right, Gemini. As one of the mutable signs, this eclipse season is a biggie for you, likely highlighting challenges, changes, and transitions tied to your personal and professional lives, because the lunar events this month hits your home and career zones. You could find yourself reflecting on whether or not your current path is truly fulfilling, or if it's no longer in line with your definition of success. Around September 21st, the solar eclipse in your home zone, you could be on the precipice of a literal move, precipice of a literal move or a figurative one that's going to shape your family life for years to come. If nothing seems to be manifesting right away, take note that an eclipse can spur change up to 6 months from now.
I'm close.
Okay, have a seat. Listen to your horoscope be read. You can also look forward to your ruling planet, Messenger Mercury, cruising through your romance and self-expression sector from September 18th to October 6th, laying the groundwork for magical, memorable date nights and inviting you to tap into your artistic impulses. The sun joins this zone from September 22nd to October 22nd, boosting playfulness and spontaneity. So the more you can lead into impulses to have fun, the greater the rewards and the better your confidence. How close are you? Vince, if you're just wanting to come and hang out, just let me know. You can come and hang out anytime you want to. If you want to talk, you need to let me know, because I will come on here a different night with the voice box just for you. Okay. Moving on to Cancer. The sun has been in your communication zone since mid-August, and as of September 2nd, damn it, I hate it when it does that.
What is your name?
My name is Cece. What is your name? All right. As of September 2nd, Mercury will be there too. So the pace of life and your mental energy is bound to be off the charts for the first part of the month. Yes, it is. Your calendar will be packed with invites galore, and you could be eager to dive into a wide variety of learning opportunities. Why does it keep bouncing out? It's irritating me. Are you doing that? Wide variety of learning opportunities. Around September 7th, when the lunar eclipse falls in your adventure zone, your restlessness could fuel travel plans or nudge you to broaden your horizons in another way, like working with a mentor. On September 12th, you could have the change to leverage social connections in a way that invites greater abundance when the sun and Mercury both harmonize with lucky Jupiter in your sign. Around September 21st, the solar eclipse and new moon in the communication zone could usher in a new era of honing different skill sets and sharing your most brilliant ideas with others. Prepare for a steamy autumn, because once go-getter Mars is in your romance and self-expression from September 22nd to November 4th, you'll have a tidal wave of energy to channel toward playful, heartfelt bonding moments with someone special. Well, that'll be Topaz. You can tell me your name or not? Moving on to Leo, July 23rd to August 22nd. Yes, I know. Somebody's, I think, I mean, I don't know who would just open my door. Like, that's crazy. I just don't understand how that whole door opening thing happened. Anyway. Oh, yes, I know you are. So we're moving on to Leo. With your ruler, the confident sun, cruising through your money zone until September 22nd, you're apt to put your nose to the grindstone to bolster your income. And as Mercury joins the sun here from September 2nd to the 18th, you'll also be more aware of your self-worth and values and the effect they have on your work and the rewards that will come from it. You'll be fired up to go on to You'll be fired up to go to bat for more of what you deserve. And around September 7th, when the lunar eclipse and full moon fall into your intimacy and joint resources zone, you'll be nudged to take a magnifying glass to shared financial goals as well as what you need.
Tell the truth.
What you need to feel most secure and comfortable within your closest relationship. It could be time to release habits that are no longer serving you. September 15 marks a day geared to romance because sweet Venus in your sign harmonizes with go-getter Mars. Send that flirtatious text or write a love letter to send sparks flying. Around September 21st, when the solar eclipse
Okay.
falls into your money zone, you may be well on your way to a more gratifying work situation that benefits your bottom line. It can be tough to embrace big changes for you as a fixed sign, especially, but you can trust that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Tell the truth and okay. I'm just reading. All right. Virgo. Virgo is August 23rd to September 22nd. Welcome to one, if not the most game-changing month of 2025 for you. Excuse me. For starters, your ruling planet, Messenger Mercury, moves into your sign on September 2nd, cranking up your cerebral energy. You can easily be more self-assured and impactful when asserting yourself, and September 13th brings this vibe in spades when the Sun and Mercury link up in your sign. But first, the lunar eclipse.
Elderly.
Are you elderly? The lunar eclipse and full moon in your partnership zone on September 7th could deliver twists and turns in your one-on-one bond that you, to be fair, have likely seen coming for months now. It's time to be real about what you need.
Pathetic.
Personally, professionally, and both. And if a certain bond isn't right for you in the long run, it may be time to not only acknowledge, but act on those emotions. You can also find time to research and explore. Lost my place. Where in the heck? Oh, research and explore new money-making opportunities. October 6th, Mercury will be in your income zone, supporting more communication, tech, and even travel related to cash flow. You'll also find you can more readily attract more of what brings you pleasure and activate your creative juices from September 19th to October 13th because romantic Venus will be in your sign. The September 21st solar eclipse could spotlight a major milestone you're moving through or on the brink of tackling, likely related to how you're perceived by the world. Nurturing your self-image and self-esteem will be integral to making the most of the moment. Anything? You've already called me pathetic and idiotic.
Run now.
Run now? We're going to move on to Libra.
Elemental.
The fuck does that mean, elemental? It said idiotic, right? In yours, and then it said tell the truth, and then it said okay, and that was all during uncles. And I was just reading. Okay, Libra, September 23rd to October 22nd. You are eager to prioritize introspection more than usual as the sun continues to make its way through your spirituality zone from August 22nd to September 22nd. Focusing on more meditation, deep breathing, and allowing yourself to slow down and dream actually feels productive, especially once Messenger Mercury is there too from September 2nd to the 18th. You'll be taking a step back to consider how happy you are with the current everyday routine and approach the wellness around the September 7th lunar eclipse and full moon in your wellness zone. If you're stretching yourself too thin, struggling to build in time for self-care, or surrounded by people whose energy just doesn't match yours, it could be time to move in a direction that better supports your vitality. The sun's time there also benefits your confidence from September 22nd to October 22nd. You can also build momentum on money-related aspirations, while Go-Getter Mars activates your income zone from September 22nd to November 4th. Elemental means it's conjured by a cult. No idea what that means.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. All right. Anyway.
By no means.
By no means. Moving on to Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Although you often default to chilling at home with loved ones, this is a month that lends itself to connecting with your community and social circle sector until September 22nd. If you're already working on a team project that's close to your heart, you can build serious momentum now. You could find that you can more readily connect with people, whether on the job or in your neighborhood, whose goals and spirits align with your own. You'll be compelled to pour more energy and heart into your closest bonds and to wear your heart on your sleeve with your nearest and dearest. When the lunar eclipse falls in your self-expression zone, tap into vivid dreams for inspiration, and tending to your psychological well-being appears more than usual as Mercury cruises through your spirituality zone from 18th to October 6th. At the same time, your inner drive and most burning passions will be pretty much impossible to ignore once Go-Getter Mars, your co-ruling planet, is in your sign from the September 22nd to November 4th. Oh, so someone has conjured a spirit. Well, I don't know who would conjure a spirit around here. I know Vince hangs around here. Um, I talk to him. I say good morning to him almost every morning because his tree is out there and I go water his tree every morning. Hi, Trauma. So Trauma's watching on her TV. So everybody say hi to Trauma because we love Trauma. Anyway, I don't know. When did you come in, Trauma? Are you aware of what even happened earlier in the thing when the door opened by itself? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to move on to Sagittarius. This is November 22nd to December 21st. This is my biatch's horoscope. Annie. September will be an especially memorable month for you because the eclipse season
Where are we?
impacts the mutable signs more than others. You'll feel it most when it comes to your professional path and inner emotional life because the lunar events this month hit your home and career zones. For starters, the September 7th eclipse in your home zone brings your attention to dynamic, the loved ones, old emotional wounds, or any changes related to your actual physical home. If you've been wanting to move or to address an ongoing issue with a loved one, the shifts you're craving should be on the horizon. On September 15th, eye-opening experiences with a loved one, significant other, or dear friend could set the stage for sweet memories thanks to romantic Venus in your adventure zone, forming a friendly angle to go-getter Mars in your long-term wishes. And around September 21st, you could experience illuminating changes related to your professional trajectory when the solar eclipse and new moon falls into your career zone. More recognition or opportunity to step into the spotlight, potentially even a leadership position. So she's already in a leadership position, so maybe she would even be higher than that. Even if you're running the show, you'll find serving as part of the team is especially satisfying and vitality boosting as the sun cruises through your friendship zone from the 22nd to October 22nd. Capricorn from December 22nd to January 19th. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the spirit is telling me he's elderly or she, whatever it is. I'm not sure how this is in my home or why they opened my door wide open and slammed it against the wall. I'm not quite sure. It's interesting. I don't feel anything negative. I don't feel scared. I feel, I thought it was Vince just hanging out like he always wanted to do. He would come here and hang out. That's what I thought. Capricorn. Virgo season has been in full swing. You've been eager to shake up mundane routines and see your new sights. To them spending time in your adventure zone, and that vibe absolutely continues, especially as Mercury joins the party on September 2nd. Cue lots of intellectual stimulation from soaking up knowledge, perhaps alongside a mentor, or making new connections outside of your social circle. And you could be especially compelled to brainstorm and trade notes with friends, picking up new skills, or embrace any opportunity to travel around the 7th. Excuse me. Despite feeling so restless, you're apt to be as industrious as ever this month, particularly once Mercury is in your career sector on the 22nd. You have the confidence, vision, focus, and sense of authority to share big picture ideas and earn well-deserved recognition for all your hard work. And with money savvy Venus in your higher learning zone on the 19th, your eagerness to break free of typical approaches can actually lead to financial wins. Well, I tell Vince all the time he can come and visit. I tell him almost daily that I'm going to be having another voice box session with you soon. And I told him that it could be just me or that I can have Darlene come down too. And that the both of us could have a session with him. But of course, I would be live. And then, see, my thing keeps glitching too. See, it just keeps going blank.
Sinful.
All right. We did Capricorn, didn't we?
Blood.
Blood. Okay. If this is Vince, I know there was a whole lot of blood at your, I already know that. I thought I did. Okay, I'm going to move on to Aquarius. I'm just trying to get these, see, it did it again. This thing is glitching like crazy. I just want to get, never. Okay. I'm just trying to get done with these things. Please stop it. And let me, it did it again. Hold on. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius. January 20th to February 18th. This month is bound to be a deeply emotional month for you, Aquarius, because not only is the sun in your intimacy zone on the 22nd, but Messenger Mercury spends time there too from September 2nd to the 18th. As challenging as it could be, reflecting on and talking through your innermost desires is what you need to feel most secure, can bring you even closer to your significant other or someone special. On the 7th, the lunar eclipse and full moon in your money sector requires you to be real with yourself about any routines, habits, or approaches that are holding you back financially. And a couple of weeks later, when the solar eclipse activates your intimacy zone on the 21st, you can embrace new beginnings tied to investment or earning aspirations that you share with a loved one. As heavy as this might all sound, there are moments of levity throughout this month, like on the 15th, when romantic Venus is your partnership zone, harmonizes with the sexy Mars in your adventure sector, potentially hosting fireworks, spurring moments within a one-on-one bond. And you can hit the ground running when it comes to ambitious professional goals from the 22nd to November 4th, while action-oriented Mars is in your career zone. And the last one, Pisces, is February 19th to March 20th. Let me get this one read before it glitches again. The spirit needs to stop it. You've likely been feeling the tides of changing, intensifying lately, Pisces, as this month finally brings major changes and realizations around close one-on-one relationships, passion projects, or how you're perceived by the world. To begin, on the 7th, lunar eclipse falls into your sign in self-image zone, ushering in an emotional moment and potentially a turning point within one of your closest bonds. You'll crave greater clarity around your needs, sense of purpose, and path and you can trust that any shifts that happen now are pulling you toward the vision you're dreaming of. On the 21st, the solar eclipse plays a part of this journey too, as it falls in your partnership zone, kicking off a new chapter within your bonds. You may need to get real with yourself about the facts, details, and your longer term goals with a particular relationship. As daunting as this may be, you'll begin to feel a building restlessness that empowers you to move beyond what's familiar and comfortable in order to pursue your personal growth. Because from September 22nd to November 4th, Mars activates your adventure and high learning zone. Now, that is the horoscopes for September. So hopefully I can close that and I don't have to deal with this glitching anymore. You haven't spoken for a while. So I'm not even feeling like anything is here. Y'all know normally I can pick things up, or I don't feel like anything's trying to even come through and give me hints or visions or colors, or I'm not feeling anything. So this whole thing is weird. Y'all, as many hours as I have sat in this room,
Closer.
Studying or doing stuff for the podcast or on the podcast, during the podcast, the light's on and the door's closed because I don't want to interrupt Mom, or maybe she's in there, either if she's not watching, maybe she's watching TV or whatever. Never has the door opened. Like, I don't understand why the door opened. You would think that if it was some sort of air, like the air hasn't changed. It's been set at 72 all summer. There's no fans on anywhere in the house except this one in my room here. I'm just really not that has not, I'm still processing that. I'm still processing the opening.
Alcohol.
Yes, it is. That's right. And it tastes delicious. Yes. So Colleen is Trauma is asking what is the deal. So that I'm going to do. Yes. And I'll go live during that. So I came on here tonight, Trauma, to do the horoscopes. I was going into the third one, I think, right? I was about to read Uncles, right? Was it Uncles or that I was going to read? Or anyway, I was just reading the first or the second one. And my door just opens. And I look up and I thought Whiskey White was like pushing the door. And there's no dog there. Mom's in her room with the door shut. The door was closed. Something turned the doorknob and opened the door with enough force that it bounced off, and everyone in the live heard the door hit the wall. Oh, was it way before? Okay, I didn't remember. This has thrown me off a little bit. So I'm just a little baffled that my door opened by itself. Like, I have not called upon any spirit. I haven't, like I said, I say good morning to Vince every morning when I see his tree, and I water his tree every morning. I tell him
Sinful.
That's the second time you've said that. Anyway, trauma. So this is like, I'm just baffled that my door just opened by itself. I'm starting to have another hot flash. Like, this is freaking me out. So I've opened the voice box. I've downloaded this new voice box type thing. It's called GhostTube, and I have that running. And it's picking up the spirit saying things. I'm baffled too. I'm sending St. Michael in my card.
Downstairs, to your left.
I don't have a downstairs. To my left. I don't have a downstairs. It said downstairs to your left. I tried using the other one. I don't have that one in here.
What do you mean?
No, I don't have a downstairs. That's what I'm saying. Trauma. My driveway. I mean, if I walk out the door, I mean, it goes up 5 steps. My porch. I have my porch. And then but if I go to the left, that's the way I always walk outside to go out to the piggies. Vince didn't, I don't know where they lived. I know if it's Vince, though, he didn't have a downstairs either. What the I just want to know who the fuck opened my door. Well, I had to pick her voice or the creepy voice, and she's easier to understand, so I picked the normal. Light. Yes, I have my light on. I have my candle. I just want to know who opened the door. Who opened the fucking door?
I come and go.
It was. Yes, Uncle. The house I tore down was a 2-story house. And So this horoscope podcast did not go anything like I thought it was going to go tonight.
He won't leave.
He won't leave. Who is he? Vince doesn't have to leave. Vince can be here anytime he wants to. If Vince wants to come here and visit, he can come in here and visit anytime he wants to. He knows that. He knows. That's the thing. Vince knew I was a ghost hunter. He's the one that sent me the message to turn the voice box on that day. He's the one that made me hear the train horn. Vince doesn't have to leave. Vince will not cause me harm. Now, if Trauma is wondering, my good friend Vince, who lived down the street, and if you remember, he would come down and help me with his tractor and pulled the old house down, and he's the one that helped me with his tractor.
Who is he?
Vince. So Vince decided to take his own life. It's been a very difficult thing for me the last about 5 weeks or so. He's the one that helped me take down the house with the tractor. He comes over him and his wife would come over and just hang out, and they were just fucking cool. They live right down the street. Like they were my friends, and they were some of my first friends when I moved here. I don't know the history of my property. Now, I do know that through here, we...
Murdered.
No, he wasn't. No. Vince wasn't murdered. He committed suicide. Now, you said blood earlier, so if you are a spirit that was murdered, you need to speak it up and let me know. Who owned the house? I didn't get the all of that because I can't. Colleen, just come in here. I can't get the whole message.
Pathetic.
You've said that already. I know I'm pathetic. I am still up with... no.
You.
What about me? He didn't. If you two were to walk out of like where my porch is, he would live straight down that road. Even though the road was to my left, yes, if to walk out of my porch, I would have to go left.
Closer.
But yes, I'm still upset with him for him doing that. And I've told him that I was upset with him for doing that and that we could have come up with a better solution. But I have forgiven him because I get it. Once we found out, stuff. I get it. And I understand his train of thought. But he knows I have forgiven him for that, and that I love him dearly. So But it's still just always in the back of my mind of why do that when you could have called me, you could have stopped by here anytime and just talk to me. Um, I don't know. I just don't know what's happening. I just want to know who opened my fucking door and why. That's all I want to know. Now, I don't know the whole history. Okay, so what I was saying is the area that I live in. Like I live in the sticks, but where it's populated, but not highly, if that makes sense. Like everybody here has a lot of land, so your neighbors are close, if that makes any sense. So this land used to be a Native American, um, where they would live in war, and we have found arrowheads and if you guys remember across the street where Dawn used to live, um, her yard is haunted over there because me and Patty went over there, remember? uh, Now, the prior owner to my owning this house, it was a couple that were together for 30 some odd years. I think her name was Sandra. Anyway, the husband left her to be with his like younger secretary. So they divorced, and she could not. She got
Give it to me.
She got the house basically. She couldn't keep it up. Okay, good. She couldn't keep it up here. Like so she ended up selling the place because she couldn't keep up this large of a property by herself anymore because he left. That's I bought it from her. So I don't know like the history before them. I don't know if they owned this place for like the whole years they were together. Like I have no idea. I guess I need to do a little bit of research about my property, don't I? The house that I tore down was the original house now on this property. And then this house was put in as like a mother-in-law house. And anyone that has been to my house saw the size of that house. If y'all have been to my property before, I tore that down. Like Trauma has been here and, and saw the size of that house.
Desolate.
Desolate. What the fuck does that mean? I think I know what it means. Anyway. Yes, that house reminded me of the Amityville Horror House. It was a big green Amityville Horror House. That's what the house reminded me of. From the day that I moved in and I was sitting outside smoking, that's when I still smoked cigarettes, and I would look over there and be like, "Ooh, that's a creepy house." So, but yes, it was a 2-story, 2-bedroom with a loft house. It was a beautiful house.
Are you sick?
Anyway, this house was here. They ended up moving from the original house over
Closer.
to this house. That's like the third time that this girl has said closer. Anyway, they moved into this house and they let that house go to hell because it was a big, huge hole in the roof and they never fixed it. And they just let it rot. And it ended up being full of the black mold. And that's why I had to tear
He
it
told
down.
me.
That's very possible. It's very possible, but I've never had an issue before. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that house has been gone for a long time now. That house is. I mean, I've that house has been taken down for probably 7 months, 8 months now, and never. But like I said, I don't feel anything evil. I don't feel anything bad. It's very possible. It is. And I don't know. I mean, maybe one of the prior owners passed, that I bought it from, because I bought it from her, but I don't know where he went or what his name was. I just know her, that I bought it from her because she got the house in the divorce. So maybe he passed, maybe she passed. I don't know. And they're like coming to check on this house that they lived at for years. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. But something just opened my fucking door with force enough to bounce off the wall. So I'm going to have to try to find out some more information about this house. It's very possible. Like, I don't even know his name. I don't know his name. So, but anyway, this has been quite interesting evening. I've never had any.
Please listen.
I've been listening. Go ahead and say it. I'm not on anybody's side. I'm not on her side. I'm not on his side. I don't know what happened. I bought the house from whoever owned the house. I love the place. I've taken care of the place. I've made it better even. Like, it's wonderful. Oh God, I'm getting tired. All right. So I'm going to tell the spirit to go.
I'm below.
You're below. Buried? Does that mean you're buried? What if somebody's like buried on the property? I can look up county property records before I brought. I could probably, I just don't know how, and I've never done it. So I guess I could. Okay. The spirit has to go now. You have to go for tonight. You have to go. It's time to go. I appreciate
Psychic.
I'm not a psychic. She said psychic. You have to go. I am going to get off of here. I appreciate you talking to me. I will, Vince, if that's you're listening, I will come out and do a voice box at your tree. I also want to go to the church where you did your little deed and talk to you there too. You go be nice. You have to go. Okay? Good night. Okay. I'm going to close. I'm going to close that out. I've turned that off now. What Black Wolf? No. It says the words. She said psychic, Psychic. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a channeler, but no, I haven't felt anything trying to channel. Like I haven't. Yeah, no, she said psychic. So yeah. Spirits, if you're here, you have to be nice. I don't, you need to go away though. You need to go away. I'm about to get off here. You need to go away. I will bring the voice box and we can talk about it at a later time. So, mote it be whatever it is. I'm freaked out a little bit, but okay. I'm gonna go and well, yeah, no, this podcast ended up not being what I thought it was going to be tonight because somebody decided to open my fucking door. So hopefully I did. That's right. I did see. That's been a while, but I did see that. But I heard the train horn. Now, I know Trauma asked about the train horn. So I was out. I don't live anywhere near train tracks. I mean, I am 25 minute drive from a train track. You've never heard a train track in this neighborhood. I mean, a train blow. You don't hear trains. You don't hear train blow. You don't hear none of that. Okay? My shit's quiet here. One day I was out there right after Vince passed, like a day or two after Vince passed away. I shit you not, I was out there dumping Trooper's pool to clean it. And I heard a loud ass train horn just on the opposite. I mean, it literally sounded like a train was in the fucking road behind me. It scared me. I dropped the pool, I dropped the hose, and I jumped over I was looking over the fence to try to fucking see what the fuck was that. So I looked up, when you spiritually hear a train horn, and it said that there was a spirit trying to contact you. So I was like, oh shit. So I called Darlene down the street. I'm like, you need to come down here because Vince just blew a train horn at me and he's trying to come through. And girl, he came through. We wrote down everything he said. He came through. Okay. So now I wish I was a psychic because I wish I could ask questions and them answer. Like, I've never been able to do that. I've only been able to channel, and I channeled even when I wasn't sure that I was channeling. Remember when I first learned that I was doing it? Like, I didn't even know what was happening. I started doing research on that, and I started doing the meditations, and I learned how to open the chakras and close the chakras to turn it off. And I learned what to say and how to say it and all that to let spirits understand that they are allowed to channel until I close my chakras. I've never been able to ask them a question or like a psychic does. Like, I've only been able to channel, but I usually, I'm such a sensitive empath. Like, I can feel When something's around me, I can feel if something is evil right away. And I don't feel that. I don't feel like there's anything dangerous. I don't feel like there's anything bad. There's nothing heavy. There's nothing. So, oh, my chakras have been closed. Yes, I haven't opened them at all lately. I haven't opened the chakras to channel at all, because I usually only do that if I'm going to a ghost hunt. I've been so busy, I haven't been able to even go on a ghost hunt. Like, I haven't even. No, I go through with my meditation. I have to go through each and every chakra and close it. So I've never opened just one. I think when I go to bed, though, I'm going to go in and just redo that meditation to make sure they're all closed because I just, it's just weird, though. It's just weird. I did chores all day. I've been my normal, and everybody, we were normal on here, and all of a sudden the door opened and it hit against the door, and I was like everybody was like, "What was that?" I heard something, like something just opened my door. So, yeah, that was interesting. So, I might burn some sage. I don't feel anything bad. I really don't think this. I really think just somebody was here with Vince. I just think Vince was here and had other spirits, and maybe telling the spirits that they could come through to me, and maybe that's what they were doing, trying to come through with him. I don't know. Plus, I've never used that app before either. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I still have to go close up the barn. I guess I could go back live on Clapper for a few minutes. I could be on Clapper for a little bit.
I don't know.
When all that stuff was going on, it kind of logged me out. So I'm starting my live back on Clapper for. Was he? He really wasn't a prankster, but he was silly. Like when he would come down and like he would make jokes and he would crack jokes, like, and like I could make him laugh, and his laugh was just that laugh from the gut laugh, ha ha ha. And he would always, and then his head would go back and his mouth would be open, and he's ha ha ha, for that laugh from the gut. And no, he did not build my fence. No, nope. I had the fence professionally done. But he was just such a big-hearted person. Anyway, let me I'm sending out that I'm live again on Clapper. I will burn some sage tonight. I'm going to be live on Clapper for a little while. If you want to join us there, I'm going to go out and close up the barn and say goodnight to the babies and get the barn closed up. And then I'm going to come in and I'll burn some sage while I'm live. And then I'm going to bed because I'm tired and I got to fucking work tomorrow. So anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm glad you guys witnessed all the same shit at the same time as I did. And anyway, I won't be here Sunday or Wednesday. So let's plan on the next weekend. I will do this or yes, I will be. I'll be walking out to the room. Yeah. My final exams are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will keep everybody posted on that. So hopefully, and then my schooling will be just about finished. So I love you guys, and I'll be seeing y'all soon.